everyone, it is me, Caroline again. I know it's supposed to be Anna's turn to film a video next, but she's having a bit of trouble figuring out how to upload her video to her computer, and she can't find her cord, and just a lot of trouble. So I figured I would make a little quick video, not really quick, it's probably going to be one of my normal size videos, just to break the silence that has been going on in our channel. So I literally decided to make this video probably 2 minutes ago, and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, so this is going to be completely improvised. So let's talk about Tumblr. I can talk about Tumblr. Tumblr is one of my favorite things in the world. Tumblr is a magical place, really. It has anything you want. If you're hipster, fine. Go for the black and white blogs and look at all those pictures of kittens and coffee and whatever else hipsters post on their Tumblr. But if you're like me and you're an epic nerd and you like all that fandom-y stuff, then there's a lot of space for you in there. So I have been in a fandom pretty much since I was 6 years old and I first read Harry Potter. Since then, I've read Harry Potter, the entire series, over 21 times. Yeah, that's how much of a nerd I am. So, I forget how I found Tumblr. I think I just kind of happened across it and whatever, I'll make one, just another website, you know? And then I became obsessed shortly after. But for the first 3 months I had a Tumblr, maybe even more than that, maybe first 5 months, it was upsetting. It was an upsetting place for me because I'd gotten into Doctor Who a little, but first time I watched Doctor Who, I despised it. I hated it. I could not even finish the first episode. I started with the 9th Doctor. I started with Rose. Could not finish it. I just hated it that much. And then I went to Isabel and I'm like, Isabel, you lied to me. This is not a good show. I hate it. And then I'm a little while later, I'm you know, maybe I'll try it again. Maybe. And so then I skip forward to Tennant and hey, I like Tennant. I like him a lot. I think I went to Donna first. I think Midnight might have been my first episode, because I'm hey, Colin Morgan's in this one. I love Colin Morgan because I was obsessed with Merlin. So I decided to watch that. And then I realized what had been wrong with me in the first place. I hated Rose. It's not that I hated the Doctor. The Doctor's great. I love the 9th Doctor. He's sarcastic and funny and serious all at the same time. But Rose gets on my nerves. So Tumblr sort of pushed me forward in my Doctor Who obsession, because that's where I first saw that Colin Morgan was in an episode, and of course I had to see that. I mean, really, how could you skip it? And so that got really exciting. And then on January 10th, 2012, that's this year, I was in the car going to New York City with Isabel, and we were about to see John Green, and we were flipping out, and we were talking, and her mom was in the front seat just listening to us, because her mom is awesome, and loves Doctor Who and Sherlock and all that. And Isabel's you know what show you'd really like? Sherlock. And I'm I don't know, I mean, I'm already watching Doctor Who, how can you, watch more than that? And then she pushed it, and pushed it, I'm finally, I'm okay, when we get home from this, I'll watch an episode. And so I procrastinated watching that episode until the Reichenbach fall happened. That was the first episode I ever watched, but yeah. So that, yeah. I started watching the Reichenbach fall, and Isabel's messaging me, she's how do you like it? I'm I don't know, it's my first episode. And she's well, which one are you watching? I'm Reichenbach fall, and she's you can't start with that, Caroline. So halfway through Reichenbach, I had to quit and watch the first episode, which obviously I ended up obsessing over and watching 8 million times, and now I am a Sherlock fan. Yay. And what I also love about Tumblr, not only all the cool fandom-y stuff, but also I made so many friends on Tumblr. I love my Tumblr friends. I probably talk with them more than I do my real-life friends. I apologize to any real-life friends watching this. I'm sorry I don't talk to you. I'm on Tumblr. Unless you're a real life friend who's on Tumblr, because then I probably do talk to you a lot. But anyway, I have made so many great friends from all over the world, and they're all different ages for me. I think I'm pretty much in the middle age of all my Tumblr friends. I know I'm younger than a lot of them, but I know one of my Tumblr friends is like 23, 2 of them I think are 19, and then I have one that I just made right now who's 14, and that's totally fine with me. And we all seem the same age, so why not? And my best friend, Tumblr friend ever, who I love so much with all my heart, and I don't know if you've heard from my obsessive talking with her, like whatever, that happened last night, or at least it was last night for me. I'm not sure what time I'll get to upload this video and it'll get working on YouTube. But Aaron, aka More Light Than Heat, is fantastic, and we love each other so much. And if any of you thinks up a like ship name for us, because Aaron and Caroline's my new OTP. We're like the OTP of all OTPs. We're the best. So if anyone thinks of the ship name, I will love you forever, and I will do something for you. I don't know what, but I will. And if you need help, obviously our names are Caroline and Aaron, and our URLs are More Light Than Heat and Moffat with all the dashes in between. And yeah, so that's exciting. I also have a bunch of other Tumblr friends. I'll just list off a few right now. I know Shut Up and Fly, Agreeing with Liars. Oh god, I'm missing so many right now. Like Shake Sparrow, I remembered you. Oh god, there's more. I promise. I just cannot for the life of me think up their names. Oh god. Okay, other things. Oh wow, this has been a 7-minute video. I need to wrap this up. But I can't because it's Tumblr and I'll rant. But anyway, other things that I love so much about Tumblr is anons. I know anons can be horrible and they can be really, really mean to you. But to be honest, I've only probably gotten a mean anon once. And it was so stupid that I laughed. Because it told me that I was like really weird and I loved London too much or something. And I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. Sure, I love London too much. Oh my god, what a terrible fault to have. But most anons are fantastic. I had one day recently where I just got like message after message of anons, and they'd seen the other anons sending me messages, and they're like, hey, so that's cool, I guess I'll send her a message too. And it was the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me, and I was crying of happiness. I actually was crying, I promise you. Because you were all so nice to me, and I don't even know what to do. And I'm not good with compliments. And then I have a rainbow anon, as I'm sure most of you have seen. So he has his own Tumblr. I figured him out by now, but that's okay, because we still message each other sometimes and like talk, have just, you know, talk about our lives and talk about each other and stuff. And so if you don't have a Tumblr friend, like, I encourage you to get one right now. Just message someone. I know I'm sounding so hypocritical right now, because I'm pretty sure every one of my Tumblr friends I've made messaged me first, because I cannot message people. I can't do it. I'm sorry. If you want to be friends with me, please message me. I will message you back like right away, but I'm terrible at initiating conversation. Like, awful. So, this has been a 9-minute video. I'm going to wrap it up really quickly and say goodbye, and I hope you find all your stuff and gets it all working really quickly so you can post your video. Adios, everyone.